Alright, so hopping on into this puppy, we're going to be very careful. Here's the carbon fiber wheel, which just feels planted, and we got a car. So starting off, this wheel feels very smooth, so it actually is pretty comfortable. Is it just like really grips your hand? And then working back over here with the carbon fiber, which is original, matches this wheel. And then he brought up a good point. His point was the red markings match that. And then over here on the heads-up display that he added, it looks great because he ended up putting the logo on it. So everything looks like it was put here from the factory. Most of the time with Corvettes, you get like some truck parts here and there. But with these things being here, it really takes away from the minor details that you may see. So you may see some things that look old, but this really takes your eyes off those things in a positive way. And this is very nice because compared to my Miata being in the middle and like the very, very skinny stuff, this is very nice. And the cup holder in my Miata's here. This is actually usable. And that was so easy. I didn't even have to rev it all the way. And you just hear that very smooth response. Let's see. So that's first gear, which I feel like if I kept going, I'm only at 2,000, so. So that was not the perfect shift, but that was just easing it. Felt like butter. Oh my word. It's just a very smooth, it doesn't feel so jagged, if that makes sense. So there's like a jaggedness of some cars where you go to switch and it's like, oh, you just switched. Very smooth. So big difference so far before I go too far. The C8 and this. Of course the feel. Of course you have an infinity hood in front of you. Which way do you think?
Either way. That way is more land over there.
That is very cool. And I accidentally went into third, but yet it felt like my Miata in first gear. So we're gonna downshift a second. Look at that. This thing just handles each gear because it has that power to back it up. Oh my word, okay. I didn't floor it there, but it felt like when my turbo kicks in on my turbo Miata, I know it's a whole other animal, but there's a certain feel you just get, and this just gave that amazing feel. It's just that, oh, you want to go fast, and it keeps going, you know? I don't know if that makes any sense. The difference is no turbo lag. So, I mean, this is a naturally aspirated. Good, nice. I mean, I just did that little bit, and I'm going the speed limit, don't worry. But it went 15 miles per hour more within fourth gear, just from adding just a little bit of gas. So I can see why people are always going fast to these things. This is just literally whispering in your ear, you should go more. You should go more. It's unbelievable. I mean, this thing is a blast. Now compared to my Miata, I don't quite know how this car feels like long term, so I can't really relate to how it would be as a daily. But as a daily, I can see this working because there's so much space in here. Cup holder is more convenient than my Miata, and I know they're two different machines, so I can't really compare them in that way. But as someone who dailies a Miata, I can at least compare it within that aspect. That's crazy. I mean, from 45 to 55, oh, okay, 60, 65. Literally just a small little tap, hitting the floor, and it just went, oh yeah, let's go, in fourth gear. So if I went to like fifth, we're sitting at 1,500 RPMs. 1,500 RPMs while going 55. I would be scared to hit sixth gear going this speed because I can't imagine what it would be. But when I'm on the highway in the Miata going 70, it's screaming at 4,500 RPMs. If I remember correctly, when I went on the highway last time driving this, it was screaming. Oh, it wasn't screaming. It was sitting at like 2,000 RPMs. Hardly a thing. So another misunderstood thing about this car, I would say, is the gas mileage. I'm sure Jack can explain that more than I can. What's your mile per gallon?
Check that out.
We're sitting at 31 miles per gallon.
Just cruising.
Just cruising. And that's me in 5th gear. My Miata, on regular gas, maybe gets, it just depends, it occasionally gets 27. That's pretty good for such a small car. But it's also a slow car. It has like an average engine in it, you know? This car is not made for average. This car is to stand out and have performance for the average person. But the car itself is not meant to be average. I'm just gonna see real quick. Good night. All right, so I'm gonna definitely blur some numbers. We're in a safe area, by the way. There's no school zone like some YouTubers have those problems, if you know what I'm saying. But this thing, wow. For the speed I just hit, it would have, I mean, I don't know how long that just took me doing that little bit. It would have taken me probably about 15 to 20 seconds to hit that speed in my car. That just explains how slow a Miata is and how fast this is. I'm just gonna turn around real quick. Here we go. Don't want to mess his brand new tires up, so we're not gonna do anything too crazy that I would do in my car. Because, yeah, can you explain, Jack, the tires thing? He was saying he has, his rear tires are much more wider or something on the rear.
Yeah, I believe they're 285s on the rear compared to 245s in the front. Your diameter in the front are 18, and in the back is 19, so it's a staggered setup.
That's crazy, okay.
And I worked at Bridgestone, so I got half off for this. So I got a new set of tires before I'm about to leave to Houston.
I mean, this thing, it just sings, and it sings in a very nice way. It's not like someone playing bagpipes and you go, when is this about to end? When they're off key. This is like a harmony in a sense. And it's almost like, I don't want it to end. Like, why not just keep playing? But comparing this to a C8, this has more feel of work, where you have to work for the next sound, if that makes sense. So you're the one in the symphony. You are the conductor. And you're the one really controlling what's being done. Where the C8, like that right there. It's almost like, it's amazing. But the C8, it's just so to the point. It's great, don't get me wrong. But I don't know if I get that feel of me physically moving the gear and getting the response. I know it had shift paddles, and those were great. I've actually never seen a paddling system work so well like that in a car. It's usually you click it and there's a delay. So they're two different animals. I was wrong originally about the C8. Yes, it is a Corvette, but I thought it was just going to be something totally remote. And in a sense, yes, it is something remote. But this actually brings over what you think a Corvette would feel like. Just the power going straight to the rear, the engine in the front, just the feel overall. And I love the working for it. I don't know if I would ever want to drive this car in an automatic. The C8, I can get why it's an automatic, but this car right here, I don't think should ever be in an automatic. And you can say what you want. I'm okay that you're wrong, but that's just kind of how I feel. My uncle, he actually has a C5 that's an automatic, and that thing is cool. It looks great, has the pop-ups. It looks like an American RX-7, so that's cool. But I feel like there's something missing if you get it in an automatic. I just love the response. So with the C8, I think they did a great job with it because they somehow implement it for you to have it in paddle shift. and get that instant response. So they kind of overcame the problem of older Corvettes of having delay, or automatic cars in general. So I'm really happy Jack is letting me drive this. This is probably going to be my last time seeing this for a long time, until I maybe go visit him, hopefully one of these days. But we went on a grand tour together, which you can look at that video. So this car has been in one of my YouTube videos before. You have seen Jack in 2 of the videos, if not more. If you look at the shorts at downtown New Bern when he drove this, that was awesome. Because this thing, I mean, I'm gonna go back to third real quick. As we're sitting only at 2,000. Look at that, 3,000. I could technically put this in second gear. I'm not going to, but it's just like butter. It's like butter. Oh my word. Literally, I feel like this is the way to go. You don't need to get yourself a Viper. I mean, they're cool, but I don't know if the extra 2 cylinders makes that much of a difference. Plus, they don't really sound the best if you get the cheaper model that you could buy this for the same price. And plus, this is newer. You get all the same features you would for other cars. So, I don't know. I absolutely love this thing. And then, once again, the downshifting. It's like a symphony, and you're the conductor. So it gives you another role. You're not just the driver. You're the conductor, and you're the person to enjoy the music at the same time. Like, this radio's cool, but I don't know if it's really necessary. At least for me, driving this for this short period of time, I just love it. Definitely has that iconic LS sound, but it hits all the nice marks of the LS. So, I'm not gonna gun it too much just because I like to turn up here. But I hope that makes sense if you're interested in getting one of these. And I hope you stay tuned for more. Maybe we can drive some more cars. And I'm sure Jack might be posting sometime. Maybe he'll post some car stuff. He just drove a Z06.
Flat plate crankshaft is absolutely intoxicating. You'll see what I'm talking about. I'll catch you later. C8 Z06.
Z06. Yeah.
Yep. It's quite different than the base model Stingray.
That's just crazy to me. Because I drove a Stingray and that was a blast.
Yeah.
Made me think of driving a McLaren, but I can't imagine how that made you feel driving that car.
Oh, it felt like a different manufacturer, and there's a reason why it's $40,000 more.
$40,000 more. That
It's
is
wild.
Crazy. That is crazy. And still cheaper than getting yourself a GT3 RS or getting yourself some Ferrari or something like that. Oh, those pops are amazing. Now, I don't know how low this thing is. I'm going at an angle.
You're good.
Okay, just making sure.
Oh, you're on third.
My bad. My bad. Here, I can just back it up somewhere for you, or put it somewhere.
Just put it here.
And then there's my Miata for reference. So, believe it or not, this car is really not that big of a boat. Let me just, yeah, we're good. Normally, I would think of this car being bigger than what a Miata is, but like, I mean, yeah, it's definitely longer. It's definitely has more space in the back, but overall, it's still a very comfortable size. So, it's nothing too wide like my Buick, of course. That's 18 feet long. But I would 10 times rather drive this in traffic than one of those like Dodge Challengers. I've driven one of those. That was not a fun experience. I mean, they might be fun for some people, but for me, it doesn't feel right to me. So this feels like the overall cool car. So, like one rich person asked, if I bought you a car and you could only drive that for the rest of your life, it'd be a hard question to answer because you'd want to take care of that car. I feel like this would be a good choice. The C8 is nice, but this right here adds a smile to your face with you earning each shift. So I feel like this would be the perfect answer to say I would take this. It doesn't stand out too much anymore, but he went ahead and added some headlights, and it makes it remodernized. He changed the steering wheel. So there's a huge aftermarket community So really, this would not be a bad choice if this would be the first and last car you would ever own. So, but see if you can get your parents to maybe get this for you as a first car. I mean, that's all I'm saying. So, thanks for joining the ride. Have a good one. So as my friend Brinson and I are here with Jack, saying our goodbyes because this dude is moving. And we're saying goodbyes to this because you know you're a car guy when you don't have a photo of your friend as their profile on your phone when they call. You have a photo of their car on your on their profile for when they call. You see their car first and not them. So that's just how I memorize people sometimes. I mean, I know Jack for years, but I still have his car as the profile pop-up screen for when he calls. So it's almost like saying goodbye to a legend here, but also saying goodbye to a good friend over here. So two things leaving at once. Yeah, so once again, here's his headlights. Absolutely beautiful. Definitely adds that most modern feel to it. I would almost say this thing is more modern looking. Make sure no one is out here to hear it except for these guys. More modern than that modernish Mustang. I feel like this really tops it off a whole lot nicer. Nicely. I don't know how you would say that. But yeah, absolutely love it. And then the carbon fiber. I know I keep bringing it up, but it just makes it pop, you know? You don't have to buy a GT3 RS to get the carbon fiber. You can do this. I mean, it looks stock. So it doesn't make it look like a racer. It makes it actually look like it fits in place. Super cool. So right now, Jack actually taught Brinson how to drive manual. And it's funny, is I taught Jack how to drive manual in my car, but my rally car, not that one. So this will be for Brinson's first time driving something with this much power. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. There we go. Look at him go. So now I got Jack driving the Miata. He used to have one. And yeah, definitely different than the Vette.
This one's got more power than mine.
Yeah, so yours was a 1.6. This is a 1.8.
I could feel it.
A little bit different.
Flying in this thing.
Yeah, it feels, yeah. That's very pink.
Oh, it sounds so good, man.
Thank you, thank you.
Way better than mine. It makes the experience just so much better.
Well, next time when I get my car fixed, the yellow one, and you come to visit, you'll need to drive the turbo.
I would love to.
Because I know you drove the white one.
Yeah, with the no power steering.